Messenja.
I'm your boy CantonJones. Y'all don't know about that.
Jones.
With a good mic stand.
Yeah. Jesus came through.
Hey, Zeus.
Jesus always works it out.
Hey, Zeus on the main line. Tell them what you want. Zeus on the main line. Tell them what you want. Hey, Zeus on the main line. Tell them what you want. Y'all know what?
Good. And then you don't know him.
Yeah,
You don't know him. You
don't know the law.
You need to be on the altar till you purge.
Yeah, you don't know the Lord.
Yeah, that's
Purging God.
GG to spitting out.
Yeah.
GG to spitting.
To your
Yeah,
saliva
to purge.
glands just
Yeah.
dry up and just release
You-
everything.
You need to
That's
purge.
disgusting.
Yeah, purge. On the altar.
Please talk.
I was waiting.
I'm in church.
What's the face? Amen. Thank you for that lovely introduction. Yes. Thank you guys for joining us in the booth today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
So petty up here. I just want to let y'all know. The atmosphere is real petty.
He's a petty apple. What is he doing? Look at his face.
He trying to quiet the bell. Look at your husband. Dumb and dumber.
Stupid.
He gonna quiet.
Oh, okay. All right, we done. All right, we done.
Welcome to
That's your
the
little, your little background.
That's my bed.
music.
Yeah,
background
the music bed. All right.
Yeah, we had a little.
It was lovely. I like it.
Whenever you
You
say
don't have
your
to lie to
speech,
that man. Your husband.
when I say your speech.
And I'm glad you get the crescendo and the decrescendo is awesome. Yes.
Close your mouth, bro.
Look how they looking at each other.
I'm about to throw this bell.
Ricky said they like,
Yeah, my Uncle Ricky. Shout out to Thomas Temple, baby, Church of God in Christ. Yeah, Pompano
man.
Beach, Florida.
If you'd like to advertise, sponsor the show, go to In the Booth Pod, POD, at gmail.com. Or if you'd like to donate to the show
Yes.
and sow a seed.
We don't
to
need
this-
any more drums.
Yeah, just sow a seed to the show. You can also go to the podcast
Or drumsticks.
and bless this ministry
Or
of
boots.
In the Booth.
Yes.
In the boots.
that happens to bless you, 5 days out the week.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What we talking about today?
Today we are talking about 8th grader plans.
Okay, I got an 8th grader. What we talking about?
You got an 8th grader? Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's crazy that we got an 8th
A
grader.
rising 8th grader. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
just
I
that
knew
quick.
I got an 8th grade. I just thought about it.
Man.
Alexis going to the 8th grade. That's why I was
Right.
like, what?
Yes.
Your daughter going, to the 8th grade.
The same age.
All right, so we has another clip. We got another clip. In this, a woman is talking about an 8th grader who, in the interview, said that she only wants kids and not marriage. This was her plan. I only want kids and not marriage. Her logic was, if married, she can't collect child support.
Wow.
So this is the clip.
What?
I know where she got that from.
I'll let y'all hear this.
Is she black?
Please don't be black. Please don't be black. Please don't be black.
I'll let y'all be the judge. But she's not in the clip.
Based on her
Yeah.
name or how she talk.
Her name
Oh, the girl is not in the clip.
No, this is a woman. Speaking of the interviewer.
Talking about the situation.
Yeah, talking about the situation.
All right.
8th grade girls, and I asked them to tell me what their goals were. This one particular young lady said that she wanted to have 2 kids. So I said, so are you going to have a husband? And she said, nope. And I said, please tell me why you would choose in the 8th grade to have a goal of having 2 kids and not be married. She said, because if I'm married to him, I can't collect child support. And then she said, why should I marry a man that I have kids by? He might have issues or something. He might be on drugs. And I said, well, if he's too bad to be your husband, do you really think he's going to make a better father?
That's a great
That
teacher.
part. Yeah.
Or if she was a teacher.
Yeah, how can this pattern, because obviously this is a pattern, the 8th grader, she sees this somewhere else. This is not her idea. She didn't make this up. This didn't come out this, fall from the sky. She saw this.
Unfortunately, she saw this in her house.
Someone close to her. How can we break this pattern?
Well, culture is the strongest thing. Culture is, to me, stronger than education. You can teach somebody something, but as soon as you finish teaching them, they go right back into the culture. And the culture sometimes is speaking directly against what you're educating them about. So it's now as kingdom, we have to impact culture. So
And that's the same way with church.
Right.
You go to church on Sunday, but you still go back to the culture
right.
for the rest of the week.
And it's really, the church is supposed to impact culture, and sometimes we just do church, and not necessarily impacting the culture. We know what to do, but doing is something totally different. We can know what to do all day. I'm sure a lot of people know exactly what to do, but doing it, putting it on the schedule and doing it.
Yep, running up that hill, you just got to do it. I know that I got to do it, but I just got to do it.
Yeah. My wife, we started working out. And we got the hill
not a bad
that I've been running up that hill for a year and a half. Probably more.
Yeah.
I've been running up a hill, not the particular hill that we have now, but I've been running up a hill for a year and a half in a sauna vest. No, Abilene. Put that Abilene on to make me sweat all over my face, all over my body. I put a sauna vest on. I put a long john on, and then I put a
sweatshirt, hoodie.
The sweating.
What? Oh, the sauna suit. You said
the
that?
sauna suit. No, I put a sauna vest on and a sauna suit.
Oh yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, and then I put a.
You ain't got to run, and you gonna melt in there.
Right. And you do this in the heat.
And I do it in the morning, and I run, and it obviously it worked because it falls
Clearly.
off you, but you got to run hard. I
Probably
knew
wringing your clothes out.
kind of something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's real. But doing it is something else.
Yeah.
And so the culture here, we have in pop culture people with kids that are not married. You got people that that duplicate that, and then she understands she want to collect child support. She can't even think above having more money than the system.
She need, right.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? She's already saying that I don't want a job or I don't want to have a living situation above child support.
Where is she getting this gospel from?
She sees it every day.
I believe
all of her.
So is this on her mother or her father is what I'm getting at?
It's whoever she's living with. I believe
it's on her
her
parents.
parents are not married. I believe that's the case. I believe she's probably with her mom.
Yeah, she's not.
And
she's
her
not,
mom is
ain't
collecting
married.
child support probably for other kids that are not her, full brother and sister.
And not only that, probably right now, her mom's not married, but her grandmother's not married. So
That's all she sees.
That's what she sees. That's what it is. And they talk about child support. They talk about that money coming. Y'all know the check is coming, and so the expectation is there. And so until you give people the kingdom or the gospel and kind of really show it to them, it's not going to change. One of the things that's happening in pop culture right now that's real big is LeBron James taking care of his boy
And being married.
and being married. That did a lot for African American men in this generation, saying, I'm gonna at least take care of my child. A lot of guys now want to get married. It's a newer thing as far as the younger ones. This past generation, not so much. And so, but most of the times you're doing what you see. Now, as in the kingdom, when you're talking about church and you're talking about prominent pastors to look at, it's very few that show their relationship or is doing their relationship successfully. Sometimes you don't show it because you ain't happy in it, and so you got people that's married but don't show. how then sometimes, you know, people be like, well, y'all old, that's old school, that's not relevant. And so, you know, we were blessed. I want to say this. My wife, who's sitting right here, my wife, her mom and dad is married. My mom and dad was married to death. And you know, and we have all our kids together. All right. And so that's a blessing. That's, you know, grace and mercy too, because, you know, of some of the things I did in my past. But my kids are always gonna see marriages. They see marriage with their grandparents. They see marriage with their parents. So what they see and what we teach is changing the culture of our bloodline. Not even changing, you know, it's being continuing. Because my granddad was married, my grandmother was married, and so that's what we know, you know. And people say, you know, and I was like, I'm gonna be with this woman forever. Well, how you know that? Because I know. That's what I say. That's my plan. That's what we're gonna do. Right. You know, that's my wife forever. But what if? No, ain't no what. There's no ifs in there. So most people plan on ifs. Mm-hmm. You don't plan on ifs. You trust. You gotta trust God
and make it work.
If it's till death.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, based off what she's saying, you are seeing something that is broken. Mm-hmm. You're seeing something that is broken when you think that a check secures you more than a marriage.
Yeah.
But that's something that's called something that is broken, and you are almost numb to it, and you're seeing that as the highest level of security.
And nobody showed anything different.
Gonna get the check? Because that don't mean just because you had a kid with somebody, mean you gonna get your.
Well, I mean, you talking about an eighth. You talking about an eighth grader. You talking about an eighth grader's mind.
Right. I'm just saying.
And that eighth grader is going based off of what they see.
Right.
All right. This is not education. Now you're even seeing it in the teachers, though. All the teachers are single, or you know. So you're seeing, because see, in America, they teach you to go and get your education,
better yourself,
make yourself better, make yourself whole, and then go get married. And it's tough when you got all your stuff and that person have all their stuff. For y'all to bring all y'all stuff, ideas, you become successful without that person. It's very tough to cleave and to come together. I mean, people do it, but it's tough. All right. When me and Mona got together, I ain't had nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you ain't got to say nothing.
I mean, I was talking about me. I was talking about me. I mean, I was saying nothing. No, I was saying nothing, but I was thinking about. I was thinking about me.
Quick too. Like what I meant, though,
I went back in the past. I was thinking about me. I wasn't saying.
She was waiting on you to say that.
Yeah, I had nothing though. It's the truth. So everything that we built together, and therefore I have to do a lot of consideration if I'm talking about leaving her. You know, she got a lot of the bank account numbers. She got a lot of everything, boy.
You gonna have nothing. You leaving with nothing. You leaving as you came. You can't leave with nothing. You leave with nothing.
So I mean, a lot of people, they don't think about it, but it's mainly what they don't see it. You know, all marriages end in divorce, and they blow up the divorce. You know, they kind of talk about marriages too. You know, when somebody get married, they talk about it. You know, as far as it being a good thing. But then they, you know, everybody hating on how long it's gonna last. Oh man, how long that's gonna last, man? Right. I give it 5 years. I give it 10 years. I give it 2 years. And there's so many negative words on it that marriage has taken a bad rap. Now, I wanna ask people, why do you think that is?
What?
That marriage takes a horrible rap as far as so many people are.
Because they take ideas that are outside of heaven into an institution of heaven and destroy the institution. Right. You have to take heaven's ideas inside of heaven's institution. That's the only way it works. When you bring your opinion,
right,
in your preference.
But that girl doesn't know that.
Yeah, but I'm saying how it got to this.
Yeah.
It's everybody's ideas outside of heaven's that come into it, and they disrupt what heaven does when it's aligned.
So tell me this. Is this more of a governmental issue to fix or a church kingdom issue?
It's a kingdom
to fix.
Because you got.
And then how do we fix it as a kingdom?
You got first of all, you got to build the man. Mm-hmm. This everything is gonna fall on the man. Adam, where art thou?
Yeah, but Adam is them. That's not just him.
Yeah, but Adam came. When we said Adam, where art thou? The conversation went straight between Adam and God. So he was talking to Adam at the time.
But you got to read.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, like I've researched. I just researched. I mean, I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying because he's saying.
He said, "Adam, where art thou?" And Adam, the man, responded. The woman did not respond.
But he was calling them. He was not calling him. The
woman didn't say nothing until Adam pointed to her.
You gotta understand that in a covenant.
I understand that, but I'm talking about communication. I can talk to Canton without talking to Mona, is what I'm saying.
But you ain't talking to Canton without talking to Mona.
But I can talk to you without talking to Mona.
But you can't talk to me without talking to her. You know why? Because everything that you say to me, I've trained myself to take to her.
Okay.
So listen to me.
But you said you did what?
I trained. They didn't need training because they had the Holy Spirit.
But to do what? Take it to her.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
if I go to you, then the conversation.
When you talk to me, you know you're automatically talking to Mona.
Because what's going to happen? You're going to go tell her.
But what I'm saying is the covenant is there. So you're talking about me.
I get that. You're explaining the covenant is that you are going to go talk to her. But that's the covenant.
But you have to know.
If I'm coming to you, I say can't.
But back then, in that time that you're referring to, they didn't know a split up. There was no split up. When the reason why Adam didn't say anything in the garden when she was talking to the serpent is because they always did everything synonymous. So they always said everything together. So her talking to him, he was automatically in agreement. They shared the same brain. They shared the same brain waves. There was no separation between that. There was no separation. So that's why she wasn't in error with him. The Bible says immediately she ate and she gave to him. He was right there. All right. If God called, she said she ate and gave to her husband.
That was
So there was no time.
But her eyes were not open.
What?
Her eyes were not open.
When the Bible says Adam, this is what we got to understand.
But I'm saying though,
let me show you something. Because I know what you're saying.
I understand the covenant part, but they are still two individuals. There's a male version of man and there's a female version of man. That are two. And then the two become one, but they are still two.
No, the two become one in the body, so male is spirit, female is spirit. Man body, woman body. All right? So you got to understand that they were already in one body, naming the animals together. They were doing everything synonymously. When God put him to sleep,
and then
he took the female out of that body and made a body, put the female in a body.
So how many bodies are there?
All right, there's two.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, but still,
I'm not talking about the covenant.
How they moving.
But still, listen though,
they're still moving as one. That's the whole point of it.
But still, there are 4 pair of ears. She has 2, he has 2. If God said something to him, that don't mean he said it to her.
If he calls Adam, for one, in chapter 5, verse 1 and 2, he called their name Adam. All right? So when he calls Adam, he is calling them. He is not just calling him.
So why didn't the woman say something when he said, Adam, where art thou?
Because when she talks, she's talking for me. When he talks, he's talking for her. They are in covenant, which means
let me explain.
That's the question. When she explained, which means if I call you and say, "Hey, bro, we'll be at the party at 5:00." If I call you, all right. If I say we coming to the party at 5:00, then when you turn around and call Mona and say, "All right, what time y'all coming to the party?" She'll look at you like you just talked to him. He represent us.
And if we're late, you'll say, "Where are y'all at?"
Right. So man, look, boy, in a great show. Look at the covenant breaker. Look at the guy that destroys the spirit right there. The man, the modest one. I'm gonna call him the modest one. Just muscles all out, bro. Look at tattoos and everything. Unmodest. Yeah. Busting out. Wearing a smaller shirt every week. Unmodest. So, Mr. Modest, what I'm saying is, and then they got to talk. But
sound like a wrestling name.
But Mr. Modest.
Bringing the hammer down.
And so you don't have to talk to both of us.
But I'm saying though, if I talk to you, you're going to have to relay the message to her. What I'm saying, there is an individual aspect within.
You
the
talking
two.
about?
I'm not talking about. You're talking about. You're trying to make the covenant part.
But that's what they were in, bro. They were spirit. They were spirit led.
Then he should have said, according to let me talk. Then he should have said that the serpent beguiled us. He never said the serpent anything. Adam did not mention the serpent. Watch this. Adam never mentions the serpent. Look at the order. There is a crime scene. There is a witness stand. And then there is a judgment.
Right.
At the crime scene, there was a serpent and a woman having a conversation that Adam was not saying anything.
Right.
Which means you can't assert Adam into the conversation. You got to leave it at, bro, you can't assert it. You're asserting it. I'm saying, listen, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it right now. If you go off the evidence, there is a conversation between a serpent and a woman. You can't assert Adam into the conversation because he never says anything. You can't assert where he is. All we have, the only evidence we have is that they have a conversation. Eve rejects it, and then Eve looks at it, and then Eve sees that it is good, and then Eve eats. Her eyes are not open. It says, then when she gave it to the man ate the fruit, and then their eyes opened. There goes the covenant part.
So you're saying he wasn't there the whole time?
Huh?
You're saying there's no way that he could have been there the whole time?
I'm going to explain something, though.
Okay.
I'm going to explain something. It goes from the witness stand. I'm sorry, from the crime scene to the witness stand. God says, okay, Adam, where art thou? We hid ourselves for we are naked. Then he says, okay, get on the witness stand.
Wait. Go back. Wait, stop. Stop real quick. Something you just said. Stop. Go back to what you just said. You said, Adam, where art thou?
And Adam started speaking.
What did he say? What did you just say? We.
Well, I said that's the covenant
which
part.
Means he is talking to both of them.
Okay, but watch this though. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
All right.
Watch this. Okay. Then he says, who told you you were naked? Then here comes Eve. He said, well, the woman you gave me the fruit. And then God left the man and started talking to the woman. And then the woman says, well, the serpent beguiled not us, me. And then it moves from the stand to the judgment. He says, okay, the judgment goes to the serpent first. It said, you'll be cursed among all cattle, this, that, and the third, and the seed of a woman shall crush your head. And then it moved to Eve. It's moving the same path as it went. And so now it's moving back towards the woman. It says, okay, for this reason, woman, you have, pain and childbirth, this, that, and the third. And then it went to Adam and said, because you hearkened to the voice of your woman, not because you were beguiled by the serpent. He said, because you hearkened to the voice of the woman, you shall work. You shall do this.
So now.
The point I'm trying to make for Mona is that nowhere in the crime scene, on the stand, or in the judgment is Adam connected with the serpent. It's always Eve connected with the serpent.
Right. If Eve is connected to the serpent, Adam is connected to the serpent.
But listen to me. Look at the individuality of this part.
Because the individuality comes after the sin was committed. You do not see the split before. Before the sin was committed, everything was we, like you just said. All right? God called Adam He said we hid ourselves. That still shows covenant. Now, when he starts handing down the curse shows the separation because of the curse. Because of the disobedience.
But the testimony showed that.
The disobedience is the thing that separated them.
Okay, but the testimony showed that.
But what I'm saying is they were in covenant first.
So why did Adam say that the serpent beguiled us?
What?
Why did Adam say the serpent beguiled us? He said the woman.
Because he asked her. One, he asked him, what is he done? The woman you gave me gave to me.
Okay, why did he say the serpent beguiled us?
He didn't say that. Okay, because that ain't what. But you're not listening. You're not listening.
I get the covenant part, but there's an individual.
He didn't say that at all. Is what he's saying. He never said the serpent beguiled me at all. Adam never said it.
So the Adam and the serpent is not connected in the testimony,
what you're not,
or in the crime scene, or in the judgment.
But here's what you don't see.
Eve is only connected to the serpent.
But what you don't see is that whatever happens to her happens to him, and whatever happens to him, it's done.
But listen, this is what I'm saying. Is you can't assert anything. You have to.
I'm not asserting, bro. Why you always putting stuff in my mouth? I didn't say that.
Pause.
That's straight pause.
Oh my God. Yeah. Let's go to something else, y'all.
Hey, we're gonna pause.
I gotta get back to this story.
I didn't say that.
I agree with the covenant part of them working together. So listen. But at the same time, there's an individual.
There was an individual after sin. They started because I really feel like this happened over time too. All right, this is a time. I mean, the way the story is written, you think it's happening like minutes after each other, but I believe that it happened over time.
Okay, so, I do too, but that's an assertion though.
But that's why I say I believe it.
I believe
now,
that's
but what is written?
Let's get back
when
to
we're talking about what's written, when you say Adam. We hid ourselves. It shows covenant. All right. Everything that's happening with them is covenant. When they were made, it was made male, female. It wasn't male, then go down there and then make female. So him is them. All right. So when you talk about when you're talking about covenant, because you talked for a while. All right. Listen. All right. When you talk about
you talk for a while, go ahead.
I ain't talk for. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Okay. All right. So
we ain't gonna scream today. Go ahead. We're gonna have manners today.
So when we talk about covenant, when Eve is talking, Adam is sitting there. The training of their minds, because they're in covenant, is that she speak for me, I speak for her. There is no disruption in what's going on.
But I'm saying,
and so even if that was her individual part, the reason why her eyes were not open when she ate the fruit is because they were one. So both of them had to eat the fruit to be in agreement. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why after he ate the fruit, his eyes were open. Okay. All right. I believe not. Here's another assertion, but we don't know because it didn't happen like this.
Because that was an assertion too. Keep on.
No, it wasn't. When he ate the fruit,
no. I'm talking about before that. You said
what?
Before that, you said that they are together. You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know that they are together.
No, I'm saying.
Wait.
I'm talking.
Well, then why in the world would God say, Adam, we're out there? We hid ourselves.
No.
So we're gonna come together now.
Listen, what I'm saying.
And then she ate the fruit and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't?
Listen, what I'm saying. The search.
The way it's written.
Okay. No. Yes. Listen to what I'm talking. The search.
Just so you know, the eyes of both of them were open.
After who?
After. They ate at the same time, though.
No, you don't. That's an assertion.
But you were saying that her eyes were open.
Listen. This is what I'm calling assertion.
Yeah, you did say that her eyes wasn't open. His eyes was open.
Yeah, the first time their eyes were open, it was together.
After he ate, not her.
Right. Okay.
They ate at the same time.
No, listen what I'm saying.
Bruh, she ate and gave it to her husband.
You just said it happened over time. So that means you.
They both have been eating over time.
Let me give you a
but that's an assertion. You agree with my assertion.
No, I'm saying no.
You agree with my assertion.
I already agree with that. But I said
you said you agree with it.
And I said let me get back to the scripture though. I agree. I agree with that. I agree. I think it happened over time. But what I'm saying is you could make an assertion that he's standing right there, or you can make an assertion that he's on the other side of the garden, but he's still with her. If my mother-in-law called me and I'm in the studio and she says, "Where's your wife? Is she with you?" I say, "Yeah, she's upstairs. Tell her to answer the phone." She's with me, but she's not with me. With me is relation. So therefore, you can't assert that he's standing there. I'm gonna tell you why.
But it's possible.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Why. The reason why you can't assert he's standing right there is because when they're on the stand, he doesn't mention the serpent. And when the judgment comes, the judgment is not because he got beguiled by the serpent. The judgment is because
they ate the fruit.
But he said, the woman you gave me.
He was just asking the reason.
The context is called context clues. The context is kind of giving it away. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, but saying the context is giving it away that I did not know of the serpent because Adam never brings up the serpent on the stand.
Now let me explain to you what you just made, an assertion.
How?
Because you just made an assumption of something like context clues. The context clues means it's not literally in there and it's an assertion.
No,
that's the same thing that you just said.
No.
You're going to tell me not to assert and then assert.
It's context, though.
Bruh.
It's context.
What I'm saying is an assumption in context, and what you're saying is an assumption in context. We're saying the same thing. You just made an assertion. I just made an assertion. You just made an assertion.
No, I use the context of
you calling it something else, but it's an assertion. You calling it something else, but it's an assertion. It's the same thing.
Can I, I know we got
get us back on subject
because we got different. I know we got different versions of the Bible, so I understand that y'all coming from different aspects.
We gotta hurry up too.
Like the King James version, and this, of course, this is the first version that we've all gone off. It says, and the eyes of them were both open, and when they knew that they were naked, they sewed fig leaves together. So I understand what Kaiser is saying because it's
a duality. It's a covenant and an individual. Go ahead.
I thought like that too because it's like if Eve did it, where was Adam at? In my mind, like he said, he could have been there, but he could have been on the other side of the garden because when it's being explained in the King James version, the first version that we always go off of, it says that the serpent was talking to the woman. It don't say nothing about Adam being nowhere around.
But it doesn't say. But it doesn't. It does not say that he was not there.
So basically,
that's an assertion.
So all of us are making assertions.
But what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying it,
but you're still making an assertion. You just gotta admit yes. You gotta admit that you're still making an assertion. Like if we are, it's cool. It's cool to read it in the spirit and make assertions because the Lord gonna tell you.
I went with you on. I think this happened over time.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
but it's cool to disagree on something
that you say is coming from the actual context of this. If you look at the context of the crime scene, Adam is not connected in the conversation. When you look at the stand, Adam is not connected in the testimony, and then you look at the judgment, Adam is not connected to in the judgment.
You're saying he's not connected to the serpent, but he's connected to the girl who's connected to the serpent.
That's the covenant part.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all about the covenant, Kaiser.
Still,
Messenger.
I'm sorry, bro. The individual aspect, they are still two individuals, though. You have to hold that in account.
Brother, two.
Yeah. Okay, it's like if Mona murders somebody, you don't go to jail for that.
I told you a murderer. I told you.
Man, don't. You something else. That joker jumped straight. That joker jumped straight to murder.
If you stole something.
God, dog.
You're back to being a thief now.
But she goes to jail, not you. There's an individual aspect.
It is now, but most of everything back then was done as far because back in the day, even not you talking about 100 years ago, they killed everybody in your family. All right, to wipe out your bloodline. Because
okay, we get too deep for the people. Let's get back.
But I mean, you jumped the murder. You're the one saying murder first.
I'm just trying to say it.
But I get what you're saying.
What's the problem? How are we gonna break this down?
So the pattern, one, they have to see more married people. They have to see more. Marriage has to be talked about more. A lot of people.
Marriage got to be. We have to produce marriage through different avenues in a good light.
And even in the church, even in
church, but even in movies, TV, music, and everything, it's always cool to be dating and shacking.
Yep.
It's not cool to be married.
Tell people what shacking is, bro. She don't know what shacking is.
I know.
Having living arrangements outside of marriage.
Now,
they make it look cool.
And people take it technical. It's really about the sex. Yeah. So you can't have sex before marriage.
But that's the arrangement that they see.
You're more tempted to have sex if you're living with your boyfriend, girlfriend. I know you're saying that, well, what if you're more tempted to have sex. The Bible says flee fornication. So You want to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You want to not be in that situation. We lived out of wedlock for a long time, 3 years, 2 years, something like that. Well, she wouldn't let me go to my apartment. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, "Come live with me," you know, and I was like, "Okay." Right.
That one she over there committing that murder.
Right.
Committing that murder. Yeah.
That one.
He was the one. It wasn't me.
But could you? What?
Well, Eve blaming Adam. With his man.
Y'all done been blaming Eve the whole show.
Talk about those days.
Let me go ahead.
But that's crazy because you just heard what you said. Like you said, she asked you to come live with her.
Yeah.
Just the same way Eve gave the fruit to Adam.
Yeah.
So he was there. Thank you.
It was her. It was her fault.
He was there. Thank you.
It has a comma after.
No, ain't no count. He was there. Thank you.
Coming back.
He was there. Thank you. He was there. Thank you.
So
he was just quiet.
So
He didn't
in
say
my
nothing.
opinion, we don't talk about it enough. Even in the kingdom, like a lot of pastors, they don't talk about it. You don't see it. Even when you see the man of God, you see the man of God.
Talk about it, they don't celebrate it like that. Like it's almost like you ain't even happy.
Because a lot of times they be fighting.
I'm not saying they don't be happy.
They fight, and so we got to get it to a place where we celebrate marriage, talk about marriage more,
and we got to show marriage in like where the
process
eyeballs are.
of
Where are your eyeballs on TV, on internet? Okay, then we got to some kind of way get illustrations of good marriage, what it looks like, celebrated, successful.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Cosby tried to do that. Well, he did a good job of doing that.
And that's why they tried to take him down at the end, just because of that. Yeah.
So that's we have to get into that.
And they don't have shows like that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is living single and Martin and Gina, and which they eventually got married. But it's everything we're showing you how to do it outside of marriage, and we got to get away from that because that's what's creating the culture that you started off.
So what do they watch now? Like what's
What are the shows?
They don't even watch TV. My kids don't watch TV. They watch Netflix.
They watch TikTok.
I mean,
TikTok.
2
minute shows, 1 minute shows.
They still have
Netflix.
shows that show marriage. Like you got Blackish. You got my daughter.
They discipline.
Yeah, they just ended.
I love that.
Which one?
Blackish.
I don't even watch TV like that.
That jump was
I
great.
don't watch it.
They discontinued that. Right?
There's some shows out there that do still show married couples now.
But they know the kids are not watching TV.
But it's the people that these children follow. Now, if you got girls looking at Kim Kardashian and she done been married 800 times, so in their mind,
did they get an official divorce?
Kanye,
yeah, but she's been married to different. So if these young girls are looking at Kim Kardashian and all of these other artists and I'm gonna get married like them, but then I'm gonna get divorced and then I can marry another J-Lo. You have too many men.
Nicki Minaj got married, right?
Yeah, she did.
She's still married.
That might be one person, and that's good. But if you got multiple men that you're allowing these little
your life,
you get married to too many men. That's how they mentality.
Yeah, we got to change.
Well, at least they saying marriage. Most of them not married at all. Like what they've been raised.
Yeah, but she got
it's broken when you
married 3 months and then you get divorced.
Yeah, it's broken, but they got a divorce before the marriage. Look, after I say I do, I'm divorced.
Well, if it's a prenup, you said
that's a divorce.
That is a divorce prenup. Well, you divorced the person before you married
them.
For
those of you who need to know, we've been married for 20 years, going on 21 years. And praise God, and I love it. We speak life over our marriage every day. That this marriage grow closer, that we grow closer to each other as we grow closer to the Lord, and we bless it with the fruit of our lips. I never let anybody speak again. Man, nobody even had a nerve to speak against my marriage. But there are a lot of people that you vent to your homeboy, and when your homeboy is comfortable enough to call your wife a hoe, man, leave that hoe, all that mess. You crazy, bro. You crazy. Never. And so, there's a reverence for my covenant with my wife. There's a reverence before God, and we make sure that we honor that on both sides. And so, a lot of times people don't have respect because they don't see nobody that's really serious about it, and that's really, really.
And they what it is, they look at you and your wife like them and their girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah, you
they
ain't
need to
got the guard
understand-
part.
that's not what they do.
You don't have the guard part.
Yeah, they need to understand that this is a covenant and this is an agreement, or
Yeah.
this is just
Yeah, you can
y'all
walk away
practice
from a
the
boyfriend at
situation,
any
yeah.
time.
Y'all just practice.
so they think you treat your arrangement is the same, and it's not the arrangement. They don't understand covenant.
Yeah, and you
But I
have
think
to.
that's what guys.
And you
start
have to really be serious about your covenant before God. You really have to be serious about it. That's your bloodline. And then you think about it. Everything that's gonna happen in that person's life, that your kids, comes out of that marriage and how y'all treat each other, or the lack thereof. How their depression, their self-esteem issues, all of that comes
from
out of
house.
that. Everything that God got to later on fix, that you got to go to Jesus for, is
You
really
did it.
messed up in
Yeah.
that. That's why I feel like this thing is a family book. The Bible is a family book. All your issues is gonna come out of your first experience with your family, and then it's gonna carry on. And so a lot of people got to understand, that everything, life itself starts with a male and a female coming together to make another male or female. There's no other way to do that. So that means somebody got to be in agreement. There's some agreement, whether it be one-time agreement, whether it be,
a lifetime
10 seconds agreement, whatever, however long
10
it took.
seconds, Lord.
But that
you raping somebody.
but
10 seconds.
all of that, a child comes out of that, and every human being has two parents, whether you acknowledge them or not.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a mother and a father.
And it's a mother and a father. It'll never be. I don't care how you do it. Your bloodline is two. And so therefore, once you understand that, you'll understand that, wow, we got to take our family, the makeup of our family. That's why bloodline curses and habits that our parents have had. Some of the things I had to change, and some of the things I had to say, man, I believe I can go above where, and then I want to put my kids above me, and we can reach higher heights. We can go different places. I had to change that about me, because there's certain things in my mind. I think my dad's side dealt with depression. My grandmother dealt with depression real bad. Not the grandmother you knew, my first grandma before she died and granddaddy got remarried, dealt with depression. So that comes down the bloodline of where you have to deal with, and daily, weekly, I have to encourage myself to stay out of that depression type of fight, simply because it's a bloodline thing. And so you stay, but that comes from family, and how we all, like I said, my daddy walked away or whatever, because his feelings was easily hurt by certain things, and I found out later. And so I was like, okay, that is something that I have to encourage myself on to break. So it comes out of your family. And so, the little girl, she gotta start seeing family. She gotta embrace her mom and dad, even though he might not be in her life, to start doing something to bring them together. Or there has to be a mind shift in what she sees, And I believe in the kingdom, it's our job to take the first step. Yeah. And so I'm doing that. Praise God.
I think that before we get on to this and that, it's. You can see where the devil has deconstructed and dismantled heaven's idea. Mm-hmm. When, as a child, who you're supposed to be training up, her training says no to marriage. That means Satan has come in to society and our culture and destroyed what heaven instituted. And it's up to the kingdom to get this back in our favor and stop letting the opinions and ideas and post-traumatic syndrome and all this other mess run how we go into relationships with men and women. But this and that real quick, because we run out of time. This is the Candy edition.
It would be the candy edition.
Lemon heads or Boston baked beans?
Lemon
Boston
heads.
Give
baked
me
beans.
Boston baked beans.
You don't like real candy. You weird.
Boston
Give me Boston baked beans.
beans.
Give me them beans.
Tough right there.
Give me them beans. But and
You
then,
like
and then
Boston
when I
baked
get
beans.
done,
First
I'm
of
gonna make the
all, I
whistle.
I like both, but
Y'all make the whistle with the box.
Boston baked beans. Nah, I never done that.
You ain't made the whistle.
But I love both. But Boston baked beans
Give me
probably.
Boston baked beans.
He
bro.
definitely
Give me the
spelled
beans.
beans, B-E-N-S.
Starburst or now later?
Now laters. Oh, day.
Starburst.
Now laters.
What say
Yeah.
you, Mona?
You know I don't like
It's
either
this or
one of
that. You gotta
those.
pick one. You gotta pick. Go out
Okay.
order something.
Starburst, the pink ones.
Give me now laters if they ain't cold, like hard.
I love now.
Cold, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike and Ike or Skittles? None of them either?
Skittles.
No.
Scattles.
Give me Mike and Ike's, man.
Skittles.
The
purple
tropical pack.
Skittles.
Mike and Ike give you that too much of that tart.
Nah, I like it's
just,
chewy.
it's
like,
too
don't.
much. Yeah, it does.
It's close
Thinking
to
of,
gummy. It's
South
close to
Bay.
gummy bear almost.
Mike and Ike's like jelly bean. Kind of.
Yeah, they not. sour.
Something like jelly bean. Yeah.
Which one got
I like
the tart?
Mike
Well,
and Ike.
then,
That's the Sour
well, I do
Patch
Skittles.
or something. Sour
Yeah, not Sour Patch Kids. Mike and Ike. Nerds or sweet tarts? Give me nerds.
Nerds.
Give me
Mine
nerds.
was different.
I like sweet
Nerds.
I
tarts.
don't like sweet tarts. They too tart.
Sweet tart.
They too tart.
They sweet. Yeah, like sweet tarts.
Well, I
That's that
go-
demonic stuff.
I don't want to give you that.
You go.
How is that demonic?
Sweet tarts are double-minded. I'm sorry. You're sweet and you're tart. That's the problem. That's why I don't like it. That's demonic.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you're sweet. Be sweet or be tart.
So I guess you don't
And
eat
that's not
sweet
you spell
sour
Laffy
sauce.
Taffy.
Not at all.
It's
That's
double.
Laffy Taffy.
Sweet and sour sauce got a
I do
double
eat that when I need deliverance.
We
Then.
need for you to do a spell check on here next time because you got talking about Laffy Taffy and say Laffy Taffy. It's 2 F's.
Look, first of all,
Then
can't
he
nobody
got
see that.
Boston baked beans.
Beans. Bro, it was 1:30 in the morning last night. Y'all got that text at 1:30 in the morning. I was
Beans. 29 a.m.
But you sweet.
I was asleep, bro.
It was too late.
I got nerves, but
Laffy Taffy
Laffy
or-
Taffy or Airheads.
Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffies.
Give me Laffy
Because
Taffy.
they got jokes.
You can't do Laffy Taffy? Laffy Taffy's good.
Airheads.
That's too.
I like
Man, Laffy
Airheads.
Taffy got the jokes on them, and they're all bad.
Okay.
They're funny.
Hot tamales or red hots?
Hot tamales. See,
Okay.
Red Hot.
I like hot tamales.
Hot tamales.
Yes.
I like
Hot
red
tamales.
hots better.
I don't know either one of these.
Dots
I don't
are
like
sweet,
dots.
sweet
Both of
fish.
those are gross.
Yeah, they're both
What's
nasty.
dots?
Dots is a little
Them squishy.
round one. It's like little hot
Like, right, everybody
Halloween
play with them.
candy.
They don't eat them.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. This.
It's just like a gummy, like a
Yeah, like
big gummy
And it
jelly
literally
bean.
tastes like
Bean
that.
looking, yeah.
It tastes
without
like
the
nothing.
hard shell.
I can do the dots. I don't do the sweetest fish, but peppermint or butterscotch. Oh, this one.
Sugar
I'm
babies.
sorry. Sugar babies or milk duds.
Oh wait, no, I
Milk
don't like
dud.
Big Dog.
Give me milk
both of
duds.
them.
I do like sugar babies,
You should
but give
put
me milk
Whoppers on
duds.
it.
I don't eat
Milk
neither one of them.
You
I like sugar babies.
They got too much caramel in it.
Yep.
Twix.
I don't even know how to set myself
Peppermint
up.
or butterscotch?
Butterscotch.
You
With
nasty.
butterscotch.
I knew it.
But don't
I
worry
said it.
about
Yes,
butterscotch.
yes.
Peppermint.
Ain't worth butterscotch.
Yes, Werther's is amazing.
Yeah, butterscotch. Give me
Werther's
butters.
and butterscotch are
I
two
like
different
butterscotch,
things.
but
Huh?
Oh well, then I like
Butterscotch
Werther's.
and Werther's are two different
What is
things.
Werther's?
Werther's is the caramel pieces, right?
It's
No, it's not caramel.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, well, it is
Yes, it
caramel.
is. Butterscotch is that yellow candy in the peppermint pack.
I'll
That's
take that Werther's
nasty.
then.
I don't know what you're talking about. So neither for me.
Yeah, give me butterscotch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take peppermint.
Whoppers or
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
Well, I was thinking
Sour
about Burger
Patch
King.
Kids.
I was
Sour
like,
Patch. Sour
Whoppers.
I'm
Whoppers.
starving.
Whoppers.
Give me Whoppers.
I like Sour Patch Kids.
And Twizzler or
Twizzlers.
Tootsie Roll?
Twizzlers. I like
I just want to
Twizzlers.
let y'all know it
Tootsie
says
Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
Give me Tootsie Roll.
Oh yeah,
That's
Tootsie.
Tootsie
He
Roll.
can't spell.
What?
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
Bro, it was 1:30 in the morning.
And you can't
That ain't
spell.
got to do with your spelling.
DJ playing my
asleep, bro.
song.
Tootsie Roll.
Anyway, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Another show. That right.
Hey, like and share right now. Hit the like button before you log off. Hit the like button before you
also
log off.
before you
Hit the
see
like
your
button before you
work
log
I'ma
off.
start
Hit
doing
the
my
like button. I
debate.
said, hit the like button. Hit the
I'ma
like
start
button. The
doing
thumbs
my-
up. Yeah, that one right there. Hit it right quick. Yeah.
I'm gonna do my debate in Stephen A. Smith voice. You have to understand that the kingdom of God.
Stephen A. Smith, bud.
Stephen A. Smith.
Remember, Adam was there. Adam was there.
Yeah,
He was there the whole time.
I know Jesus was go way back.
Adam heard everything.
He always called somebody.
Adam was there.
Let me tell you.
He didn't do that by himself.
I went to his
He just didn't talk.
lovely woman.